And it says I'm live from New York. Nope, not going there. I'm staying away from that place. Good morning. I see that overnight I've finally broken through to the other side. I was stagnated at 150. Actually, 149, 148, 149, 148. It just wouldn't go over 149. We're at 152, folks. Only have 848 to go, and that, my friends, is a palindrome. My favorite. I like palindromes. If you don't know what that is, it's a word and a number, or a number. It's the same frontwards and backwards. Ugh. My wife turns on the heat warmers, and then 30 seconds into the drive, I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. It is what it is. So last night we had an epic stream. But I think it went well. In no planning whatsoever, in spite of no scheduling whatsoever, in spite of just so many oppositional circumstances. I think it went really well, including the fact that we were streaming the same time as our primary audience's most watched individual. Yeah, we weren't trying to compete, just doing our thing. Yeah, I'm doing my thing. Yeah, I'm doing my thing. Sorry, it's a social club song. It's a pretty good song. I just think their music's funny. Not in a bad way. Good morning. I see we got a fellow way too early on a Saturday morning person. It could be 8 something in Eastern Standard. I'm 7. Well, technically it's just now 7 or something. I've never fixed my clock in my car. I really don't know. I guesstimate it's just around 7. 1 p.m. Last time I Preacher Bear, welcome. Good morning. Last time I saw you, it was 1 a.m. So it must have been 7 p.m. the last time I saw you, or close to it. Wow. I hope you got a good night's sleep, because wow, you were up late. I thought I was up late. You were up really late. Gotcha, man. Hey, if that's the case, one of the things that I've seen, you know this, but you know what's really powerful when you're doing street evangelism is literally just walking up to people, or letting them walk up to you and be like, hey, can I pray for you? Can I pray with you? Can I pray for you? And that usually catches people off guard. Hey, is there anything in your life that you wish, wasn't the case? Can I pray for you? It takes people off guard, and sometimes people will be like, no, my life is perfect, leave me alone. Obviously that'll happen, but especially if you're doing the type of street evangelism where you're just trying to tell everybody that they're a sinner, and I'm not saying you're doing that. I don't know how you're going about doing it, but I know it's extremely powerful to just simply pray for people And that is an excellent conversation opener. Hey, did you know that we have a God who hears us? Would you like to understand how that works? Would you like to understand who advocates on our behalf? And the only way that that's possible is if you give your life to Jesus. It's on the wife's channel, Evangelist. Yeah, I think I subscribe to her. I'm subscribed to your wife. And anybody watching this video, definitely go check out Preacher Bear's wife's channel. Evangelist Angel Bowman, I believe. If I'm reading that right. But anyway, I just know that I get it. People are typically really, they don't want to be bothered. They feel like they're going to get sold something or told something that they just don't want to hear. Obviously, it's what's on everybody's mind most of the time. Hey, can I pray for you? Yeah, no thanks. Hey, is there anything that I can pray for you? You know, there's a lot of ways to ask that question. That's great, Preacher Bear. I'm not sure what email, because I checked my email this morning, so I don't know what email you emailed. DEVINJUMP@gmail.com. So hopefully there was no glitchy on that, but make sure that's the email. Oh, okay, that's okay. I'll see it if there's an email address in there. I think YouTube blocks it, but I should be able to see it. YouTube's been hiding some comments from me. But anyway, it is what it is. I'll look it up. I will grab it later on this evening. So, yeah, there's all sorts of techniques. I think it's Living Waters, if I'm not mistaken, is a dude that does street. That's the YouTube channel. The dude does a lot of street evangelism. He argues and stuff with atheists or whatever. It's pretty good stuff, though. I like what he does. He's compassionate with his voice. I don't know. I do know, just it's really a rough morning. You got 5.5 hours of sleep. Gotcha, man. I get it. You know, we have our plans. Yeah, Ray Comfort. I think that's the guy. Yeah. I like that dude. Pretty good. Yeah, we have plans, and then God's the one that really puts the course in front of us. I got you, man. That's good. I think that I do best with 7.5. That's the ideal number for me. I don't sleep 9 hours. I don't even sleep 8 hours. I usually am waking up, can't handle much more than that. But 7.5, I think, is the sweet spot. That's 5 sleep cycles. Sleep cycles last 1.5 hours, and you know, 6 is fine usually. But the thing is, the reason you feel crummy when you wake up is if you're waking up in the middle of a sleep cycle, which is what happened to me. Which is what happened to me today. Yeah, my afternoon nap will be spent in front of a computer with my eyes open and my fingers moving. That's how my afternoon nap has to go. I'm not doing any overtime today, though. Whew. No overtime today. The worst part about waking up out of sorts is my eye burns. Like, my left eye is slightly red, and no, I don't have the pinky. I don't have the pink eye. That's not what I got. It just happens when I don't sleep right or whatever. You can get out of my way. I'll merge right into you. I don't even care. You have all the opportunity in the world. I'm watching the situation, and you have the opportunity to get out of my way. And you will get out of my way. Yeah. It's just a little part right here, and it's like the inside, not the outside part of my eye, next to all the white area on the inside of my eye. And it just happens when I'm tired. Interesting. Are you going to be like driving in an area where there's a lot of people walking? So what's going on? Yeah, there's an ambulance up ahead. I just figured I'd share that with you. You know, just in case. Just in case you cared. I don't know why you would. Oh, okay. Oh. You're tying into what I was doing. I get it. I'm in a Honda Pilot. Again, I'm so thankful for this car. You're welcome, Honda. It's your commercial. I got paid $50 quadrillion for that. Guess how much quadrillion is? It's not a number. So much money, it was actually no money at all. Yeah. Good morning, Legal Can-Am. 50 yeah, I know quadrillion is a word, but quadrillion, not a word. Yeah, I didn't get paid anything. I did, though, from some of the people that watch my stream. That has happened, thankfully. Yeah, there's a link in my description. I've talked about it before. Where I've got my PayPal. Most of us do that. It's kind of like to be expected that you would find somebody's PayPal link in their description. So anyway, yeah, last night we had a serious good time. Absolutely, Preacher Bear. So anybody watching this, pray for Preacher Bear and his wife. Absolutely, Preacher Bear. God bless. Baruch. That's the word. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. If any Jewish people ever watch this stream, they're going to be like, wait, this dude's speaking Hebrew and he doesn't look like he's Jewish. You know what is so funny to this day? I don't have a clue what people are talking about when they're saying, when they're talking about what a person looks like. Oh, they look like I have no idea what they're talking about. Is that transliterated Hebrew? Because I don't know what any of those words would be. I know what aretz is for land, but ametz, I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. Legal Can-Am. You speak Hebrew. That would be interesting. I didn't think that there were very many of us. I don't speak Hebrew. I just know some phrases from the Bible. Oh, that's cool. Good stuff. I need to get out of the left lane because these people are like losing their mind because I'm going the speed limit. It's kind of hilarious. I never feel bad or guilty. I'm just like, y'all need to just chill though. If y'all weren't going around me where I need to merge to, then I would be able to get out of your way. It's always so funny. See you later, Preacher Bear. It's always so funny to me that people would rather prevent you from doing the thing that they wish you would do. Are you hearing the logic that I'm sharing? Good morning, other person. Unidentified. Baldy Locks. Oh gosh, I know, right? It was a late night. Do you ever think about how people prevent you from doing the things that they wish you would do? I know it's profound. For an early morning, but it just happens all the time. I'll be driving. I want to merge. They know I'm in the way because I'm following the law, and they're not, and they don't want to. And then, all right, man. Yeah. I'm just like, listen, if you would stop cutting me off, I'd get out of your way. I would get out of your way. But no, you enjoy changing lanes and accelerating even more than you're already traveling, heightening your chance of being identified as a speeder, getting pulled over, and wasting more of your time when you could just do something else. Maybe they just don't want to be rude and flash their lights at me like people do all the time too. I'm always like, I wonder why they're flashing their lights at me. I'm going the speed limit. Oh, no guilt. No guilt at all. Oh boy. What did I name this? I think I named it. Let me see. This is how tired I am. I cannot remember what I named this. Don't tell me though. See how long it takes me. I'm just gonna see how long this takes me to remember what I named this stream. It's amazing. It's up here, but this entire area of my head, like I feel the memory. I know I sound like a crazy person. I feel like the memory is somewhere right here. And when I am feeling this part of my brain consciously, it feels really empty. I cannot remember. It's in my brain though. I know it's there. I'm just being withheld. I'm withholding the information from myself. Do you know how weird it is to know you know something and also not be able to grasp what you know? Do you guys, have you ever thought about how absurd that is? I know it's in my brain. I know it's in my brain that the title of this video is just sitting there. And at the same time, I can't access that tiny little, proportionately, that little element of information is so infinitesimal. It's just really small. We'll skip it. That nonsense word, infinitesimally. I kind of wanted to do a stream one day where I just cried the whole time. I thought that would be funny. Probably not funny. Funny, not funny. I don't know. What did I name this stream? I know I didn't name it Saturday SMP or any of that. Saturday Morning Palaver. I know I didn't do that. I know that didn't happen. Trying to remember what I started talking about when I started the stream. Nope. All gone. I give up. 152. He gave me a hint, and now I remember. Baldylocks gave me a hint. So I named the stream something along the line. Dude, yeah, Cruise Control is the stuff. Love Cruise Control. Over 150 subscribers. That's what I named it. That's the way that the Mind Mansion works, is there's like it's an association palace where you can find your way around almost any memory as long as you have components of association. So when I watched the modern Benedict Cumberbatch version of Sherlock, I was like, I get it. That's exactly, like, I totally get what he's talking about. Memorizing things in the way that he does. I don't claim to have the same degree of detail. However, I typically do have an excellent memory. For Baldylocks, you're a funny guy. You're a funny guy. I like your humor. There's residual liquid in my ears. That's why I'm like, I just feel the dampness. It's beyond the reach. Beyond the reach. You're not supposed to stick anything in your ears smaller than your elbow. That's what they told me when I was in elementary school. Good morning. I'm really surprised at the numbers this morning. Maybe that's what happens when you have more subscribers. There's more chance that somebody would be awake. So I do this stream though every Saturday morning, and every morning at this point, really, except for Mondays. Sundays, Legal Can-Am. Okay, I got it. Sundays and Mondays are my weekend. So, because I have a Tuesday through Saturday shift for now. Really trying to get a real permanent job. If you hear me say that, the reason I keep on saying permanent is because I'm a contractor. It means I get paid, I don't know, 25% less, 40% less than the regular full-timers, and you don't have benefits, and you have less paid holidays. And boo-hoo, I get it. I have a job. I'm very thankful. I have a family of 5, and I need to bounce back like a jackrabbit. I'm gonna let them have it. Loose Cannon by Cannon. That was a little shout out to Cannon and his lyrics to the song Loose Cannon. It's a good song. Cannon is a good artist. Who did I listen to yesterday? I told you all about Jackie Hill Perry, and I know you all, some of you checked out Jackie Hill Perry. Brian Trujillo or whatever. Trujillo. I don't know how to say his name. He's he's pretty cool. Dude, that was too close for comfort. You're like a 15 million pound vehicle. It's a huge bus. I don't know if you saw that, but it was really close. Stomach clenches up tightly when people are like 4 inches away from my vehicle. It's like, you almost took my mirror. But I'm a safe driver. I have a really good track record. The only encounter I've ever had with anything was I did get rear-ended once at like 5 miles an hour. The dude hit me in stop and go, like red light stop and go traffic, and he cracked my bumper and ended up having to spin. Don't call your insurance. Don't call your insurance. I'm gonna pay for this. I'm gonna pay for it. I'm gonna pay for it. $435. It's just a little scratch in your paint. No, you cracked my bumper, dude. Fine, whatever. That's how it went down. You do what you want to do, but when people are trying to avoid jacking their insurance up, like, I have compassion, I get it, but welcome number 5. I'm a little surprised and thankful. So thank you for being here, everybody. But yeah, the dude, he was so angry. But that's the only physical encounter with another car I ever had, and it wasn't my fault, obviously, because I got hit from behind. And otherwise, I did kiss a tree. That doesn't make me a tree hugger, it makes me a tree kisser. To save a piece of paper from going out my window, I was 18 years old. I think I was 18. It might have been 19, but I think I was 18. I was probably 19. Come to think of it, I was probably 19. And I hopped the curb and kissed a tree, and somehow my car like hit on the front left side, hit the tree, and my car just kind of pew! It hit and bounced and spun. I was unharmed. I mean, I was going like 55, and that could have been the last day of my life. I definitely felt like that whole situation was protection. I don't know any other way to put it. I'm not into the whole guardian angel concept. I just need supporting scripture for that. If you want to talk about that. So it went up to 5, and then it went down to 1. Now it says 3. It is what it is, which is another good song. Lecrae did that one. I'm always saying words and going, there's a song titled that. Especially when it comes to colloquialisms. There's like a song for almost every colloquialism. I wonder if there's a song named It's Raining Cats and Dogs, which I guess is an idiom and not a colloquialism. But I got you, man. Driving over the bridge. What does that mean? Water, but it's all overcast, so that's different. It looks different. I know. Quality looks. So the reason my body is yawning right now, the reason I'm yawning is it's producing tears to help fix my burning red eye. My body gets it. Totally gets it. It knows what it's doing, and it's just trying to help out. He's like, listen, I'm a part of you. Listen, buddy, I am you, and your eye needs help. So what I'm gonna do, out of the goodness of my heart, I'm gonna make you yawn, and when you yawn, your left eye tears up, because that's just how you're made, okay? So I'm gonna make you yawn and fix your burning eyeball. And guess what? I'm feeling the relief. like a good 10%. Every time a new tear hits that part of my eye, I get like 10% improvement. It's amazing. Could you guys actually imagine 1,000 people? Like, here's the thing. I look at other people, like, that was way too long for me to read while driving. But I will read it. I will read it. Can't have. But I look at people like Owen Benjamin, or even like, good grief, Steven Crowder, Steven Crowder has a lot of valuable content, and he is funny, but he's funny in he's funny in an interesting rhetorical kind of way, right? Just to listen to. But he's not funny as in like, I'm slapping my knee, that's hilarious kind of funny, right? Maybe I'm the only one, but Owen is funny in different ways too. I don't know. Comedy and humor is an interesting thing. What you need to go a lot faster. I mean, I'm going to facilitate this and try and help you out, but go on. It doesn't look like you want it. Act like you want it. People merging. Sometimes people don't act like they want it. You got to want it. You got to want it. But anyway, there's different kinds of humor. I just think about their channels and their subscription level, and I wonder, what is it? Is it the cussing? Is it the loud, annoying voices? I mean, I do that, but yeah, and I've watched Steven Crowder's original videos when he was like, I don't know, 16, 18, I don't know how old he was. He was young, him and his brother, and they were just goofy. They were just like ridiculously goofy, which I happen to consider myself in that arena of humor. I'm just waiting for this dude that is definitely traveling over the speed limit. His impressions are decent, but they're creative in content, but I don't think that Steven Crowder's impressions are quality in regards to like I don't listen, I'm not endorsing the guy, but in regards to his quality of impersonations, Kevin Spacey has talent. But that's not even the best example. Frank Caliendo is obviously one of the best. Spacey has a talent though for impersonations. If you've never seen it, he's got skills. But that's kind of a beside the point deal. Frank Caliendo has he has the talent, and he puts in the work. If you listen to interviews with Caliendo, he works hard to make those impersonations accurate. He works really, really, really hard. So that's the difference. That's his job, so to speak, right? And he puts in work. Put in work. Sometimes I just go off. But he does. Yeah, he gets it. On paper, he's great. I mean, I like him. It's like what I was saying. I think I said this in yesterday's stream. I like Mark Dice. I hate Mark Dice. I watch all of Mark Dice's videos. I hate to watch his videos. I really like to watch his videos. And I know that those are contradictions. But it just is what it is. He annoys me so much. I like to watch him. I know, I can't take him either, Baldylocks, but I still watch all of his videos. It's not just the content. I think that his voice is so annoying, I don't even want to listen to it, but I get it. And he's always yelling. He's always yelling. And I'm like, why are you always yelling? This is obviously your character that you play. I kind of get it. But I think I just enjoy Mark Dice's content so much, I don't even care how annoying he is. I think that that's the reason why. I can't rationalize it any other way. He does have good content, and he is intrinsically hilarious. He's just so annoying, and I feel like Mark Dice is the kind of guy that would be really annoying in person too. I just can't help but think that that he would be really annoying in person. But I'm not trying to be disrespectful to the guy. He's doing a great thing, and he's been doing it for a long time. I got started with Mark Dice by his gold coin and gold, like, silver bar and all that fun stuff. That's how I got started with him. And he's great. Much love to that guy. But yeah, I really, getting over 150 is kind of encouraging, because it felt like a stagnation, and I guess that'll happen over and over again. I just don't. Here's what I'm wondering. Am I going to have to subscribe to 20,000 people in order to get 1,000 subscribers? Like back in the day when there was MySpace and I forget which social media situation it was, but the one where you would like basically go around and poke people or thumbs up people or like them or try to friend them. And I think it was MySpace. You would like all these people and then hope that you would get followers in return. I mean, YouTube's pretty much always been that way. But hey, sub me back, whatever. But I've never been in an accident with another car. Rolled my truck once, and that's how I met my wife. She saw me almost die. She was in the car behind me. Legal Can-Am Bear. That story is epic. I'm glad you're with us, and thank God for his protection. That's a really serious story, dude. I actually can imagine rolling my vehicle. I've had some really serious dreams that really are like palpable, if you know what I mean. I want to know why, speaking of dreams, because that's what we were talking about. Talking about dreams is probably more important than me talking about how many subscribers I might get someday. I don't understand why dreams feel so real sometimes. I'll have dreams about flying. Flying is one of my abilities, so that's one of them. And then telekinesis. I'll like be sitting at a table and be like, that cup is right there, and I have the magnetic power, but it's not about metal. It's just I have the ability to just zip, just the cup can just come to my hand. You watch so much TV that it's weird how dreams can do the things you see in movies and TV and stuff. And but I feel it. I can feel the energy or whatever in my hand in the dream. And when I'm flying in my dreams, my stomach is doing the thing like when you're on a swing set. So I like the whole like butterflies in your stomach thing and all that. Wind, I can feel the wind. The fear of falling, all of that. Just I might lose my power to fly. This is scary. All of that, and it's just so weird. And then one of my other powers in my dreams, I'm just making sure to clarify it's in my dreams so that if somebody comes in the middle of this, they're not like, oh, okay, so this guy is an actual crazy person. He is an actual crazy person. Is not telekinesis per se, but I've probably mentioned this before. whether or not you've heard it, I don't know, but is in my dreams I can turn water into ice, like if I'm in a lake or anything like that, a body of water. I can, like, nothing shoots from my hand. It's like power, and I like can freeze like a ball of ice and then lift it up out of the water and just like throw it like a snowball or whatever, but it's ice and it breaks and all that stuff. All that stuff is happening up here, and it'd be so interesting if you really could voluntarily, not involuntarily, but if you could voluntarily project your thoughts in picture form. That would put Hollywood out of business, guys. That'd put Hollywood out of business. Lincoln Kid him. Maybe I shouldn't laugh, but I think that's funny. I get it. So there's a third person here, according to YouTube. There's at least 3 people here, and 2 people are chatting. Who are you? Who are you, number 3? Hello. Oh, it's called as High Spare. Good morning. Welcome. Glad to see you. I'm going to get in here. I wonder what time it is. Can I get a timestamp? I know it's kind of tricky, but it'll be accurate, more accurate than I have right now. My clock says 7:45. So I'm going to be able to be accurate within 60 seconds accuracy if you can give me a timestamp. I'll fix my clock right now. I'll fix it right now. Can I get a timestamp? Because I know it's not 7:45. It's weird. The delay is kind of weird. It is kind of weird. 8:40. 7:40. I see. Okay. So it's 5 minutes off. Did you hear the beep? Wait, what? How do I go? Oh, is it like this? No, no, no. Oh, no. I really messed it up. It's okay. 7. And then we're going to do this. But spring forward, fall back. Yeah, it's about to be. Yeah, it's about to be all jacked up. But I'm not going to change it yet. I'll make me go crazy to see a time change before the time change. I'll be getting in my car and like freaking out. Yeah, I see. Here, I'll add a minute. There we go. Boom. Pow. Yeah, good to go. I'll be accurate now. Hey, thanks. We can do this. We can do this. So that was only 5 minutes off. That's good. So yeah, my dreams. I had some X-ray vision way back when I was younger. I lost that ability. Levitation, though. Levitation has been this recurring theme in my dreams since I was a kid. I like just have this power to levitate. And I think people that think that they can do stuff like that, they just lose the connection between their dreams and reality. That's my hypothesis. I don't know. There is a bear that I saw, or maybe not a bear, but somebody that watches Owen's stream that does tarot cards. And I thought that this question was interesting that I had for somebody that does that. Who gave meaning to the cards? Where does that meaning come from? Because the thing about fortune tellers and tarot card readers and actual witches and people that are actually keyed in with Satan and stuff, They followed me and said they do Bible studies too. The thing about what was I gonna say? Yeah. Okay, so the thing about these people is they have raw talent, potentially God-given talent, that would be exponentially increased if they were operating in the Spirit. They have raw talent for reading people. They really do. It's a gift. And they know they just inherently, by the gifting of God, and like I said, if they became a Christian, they could really put that stuff to good use. But they have a talent for reading you, for picking up signs, finding. They're like Sherlock's. They are like Sherlock Holmes in that way. They can look at you and they can take details and they can infer and all that stuff, and that's part of their gifting, and they make profit out of it and get their mind all twisted, and they think that they're getting their power. I mean, some people are getting their power from Satan, but most of them aren't actively conscientious of that, and a lot of it is just natural talent and not necessarily tapping in to some type of demonic power. So that's my 2 cents on those guys. But I saw that person and I was like, you know what? We need to just share the truth with these people as much as possible. And I think that that's one of the truth things you can share is tell them, I know you have talent. Do you know that you have natural talent? And the cards and the crystal ball, they're not the thing that give you your power. You being a creation of God, that's what gives you power. And when you try to seek power from something that isn't of God, you're only distorting and ruining the gifts and skills that you have. Yeah, and then there's little like people that don't even have the talent and they're just lying. They're really good at lying to you. But yeah, I mean, think about that. I'm just constantly trying to come up with ways that we can share the gospel with people, and I like backdoor methods. I think that I don't know. I know that's maybe not the best metaphor, saying the backdoor method, but roundabout. That's not what I mean by it when I say it. I'm talking about like loopholes to getting people to listen. That's kind of what I'm talking about, if that makes sense. Personality can easily be drawn, facial understanding of demeanor that comes with it. I agree, Cold as Ice. It can, but not everybody has that talent. Watch the show, or don't, don't watch it if you don't want to, but I liked the show Lie to Me. I thought it was fantastic, but that's because I've been studying FACS, facial action coding system. Facial action coding system. I've been studying it for years, since I was in grad school. I've not been studying it recently because I really don't. I'm not going to use my time to do that right now. But I get the basics, basically. And until I have a need to study it more deeply, I'm not going to study it more deeply. But anyway, facial action coding system is what makes up the basis for the television show Lie to Me. It's a really fascinating show. And not everybody has the raw talent to recognize that stuff. But so I need to brew my coffee, and I do the K-cup thing. I never thought I'd do K-cups. I never thought I would do K-cups. But I found a good provider on Amazon, and I forget what it's, Select Roast. Selected Roasts, I think. They do organic, and it's really good. I bought the what's it called? The different regions. Yeah, it's just convenient at work. There's two options. You pay $1 for the coffee machine to make you coffee, or you use a K-Cup. And I buy them in bulk. I get the cost down to like, I don't know, 37, no, what was it? 27, 35, 30, I think it was 28. It was $28 for 72. So it's like less than 50 cents a piece. So if you're gonna ever wonder what I mean, this is what happens in my brain. And the funny thing is, people don't care for the most part, I guess. But every now and then you got people that want to call somebody out for being a hypocrite. I talk about only having $25 a week for money for groceries. And that's true based on my budget and my income based on my job. So you ask the question, well, how did you spend $30 an entire week's budget on coffee for yourself? It's because I used money that I went outside the budget because of my tax refund and gracious and loving gifts from my church. I'm surviving. So when I talk about my budget is I can't afford to survive, that's true. I'm making about $900 a month less than I need to make in order to survive. So round that up to 1,000. $28,000 is ridiculously absurd, in my opinion. $28,000 a year is absurdly low for a family of 5. Okay, so for anybody that ever is like wondering, oh, so you're buying coffee for yourself and you talk about buying this, sometimes I'm referring to stuff I bought back when I wasn't getting completely cheated out of half a year of salary, in a time when I made money at a normal level. Sometimes I'm referring to stuff that happened before, and sometimes I'm referring to new stuff, and I just I really just don't even know how to make 28,000 work, because my rent is $11,800. My rent is $11,800. That's just my rent, right? So then I add my utilities on that, and that's another $3,600. So for $15,400, $15,400 of my income. So 28, you subtract 15,4, and you've got 12,6. So $12,600 a year right now, based on my current income. I've got $12,600, and then $300 a month. Well, really $100 a month for my phone, my wife and I's phone. We have 5 phones on the account: my mother-in-law, my brother-in-law, my sister-in-law, and my wife and I. But they pay their portion, so it winds up being about 80 or 90. No, really and truly, I think it winds up being $80 for us for our phones. It's a lot of money, but this is my phone, and I'm using it right now. I'm using cellular, and I've been off on. I didn't realize I've been on battery. No, maybe I was plugged in and I just unplugged when I parked. Yeah, hypothetically that could work, but there's an issue with that. I can't qualify for any mortgage ever because I have a negative 17 million. Good morning, Nate. I have a negative 17 million point credit score. My credit score is so bad, it's affecting the mean average of all credit scores that have ever existed, of both dead and alive people. So make Nate cosign. I would never do that to somebody. So because of what happened last year, in addition to that, like here and I have $1,000 a month to pay my car insurance and all this stuff. Anyway, I have a lot. There's a lot more people here. I have a lot of debt, because of what happened in 2018. And I don't want debt. I want to be debt free. I will never take a credit card for the rest of my life. I will never do that. And then in regards to mortgages, I don't ever want to have a mortgage. I want to pay cash. Not just as an ideal, but I'm going to rent until I can pay cash, basically. I'm going to make it work. So, and the whole buying a home thing is really unusual. It's really hard to conceptualize doing something like that, because here's why. I have moved a lot. When people hear our story about how many times we've moved, they ask if I'm in the military. And when I say I'm not, they assume that I'm actually a spy. I'm kidding. People don't assume that, but they still wonder what the heck. But I've moved a lot. And the story, I did an About Me video that I kind of talk about this, and I don't have time to get into it because I really need to be walking into work right now. So it's kind of sad how people come in mass at the end of my video, but thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Hey Robert. In my mind, Robert, I'm a spy. I'm always observing people, taking notes, mental notes, and yeah. Wow. No, I don't do the Russian, but I've studied it. A, bwe, gra. That's as far as I can get in the Russian alphabet. A, bwe, gra. That's as far as I can get. I tried studying it. Zelony, Zholtny, Bille, Korechniwe, let's see, Zoloni, I guess I said that one. Yeah. So I know a little Russian, but just, Duolingo amount of Russian. It's a really great language, really is. I would learn it. I would learn it. Anyway, I need to go. I'll tell more of my story and what the situation. But I appreciate the prayers. I do. It's going to be okay. We have a good God. God is good all the time. All the time, God is good.